What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so... What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so... What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so... What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so... What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried.
And we're here.
Woo! Woo! Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, Chelly, which is me.
Hi, Chelly.
Finally, geez, I know. Just, geez, we were talking about, like, sinkholes and stuff, like, just obsessed. obsessed with sinkholes. Like, they're so weird.
Especially this one in Chile. It's
Yeah.
like supposedly recorded the biggest sinkhole yet. In depth, at least, from what I've read.
It's but so circular.
But
hate
it's like very circular, and I'll throw the.
Shouldn't
Sorry,
put
I'm
Chile
not-
down a sinkhole. Called it. Wow.
I agree, honestly. Well, chili's good. I like chili. Do you guys like chili?
Like
Actually,
place
the
chili
food
or
chili?
chili?
The food chili, not the chili.
Love chili.
Yeah, chili is good. Mm.
But I remember, no, that's not the right thing. When we first started dating, I was trying to make chili like our family like recipe, and Jordan's like, no, this is how like you make it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how you make chili, but okay. And he's like putting ketchup in it, and I'm like, I don't think that's right, and he's like, nah, it's fine, and then we ate it, and we're like, nah, this isn't right. So I just put up a picture of like the sinkhole in Chile. Like, look how circular that fucking thing is.
Yeah, that's one of them for sure.
It's so circular.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
What makes it so round?
Why is it so round? Alien. It might be, but it's so circular. But apparently the one that popped up in, I think we read it was in July. It's right close by to a mine, but still. Why? Laser from space. Sent them space lasers starting fires and shit.
I mean, it typically is water related, and it by drought, by where they're pulling the water from, this, that, and another. But like, it's totally weird that it's a perfect circle. Yeah, that's the picture I see.
Yeah, this
right
is the
now
picture that
on,
we were initially talking about. Like, why? But why are both of those pictures so circular? Even. Like, why?
I mean, even the one in China is pretty circular too, right?
I think so.
It's just more in a mountain.
Like, look at that. And it's like down there. It's not like this part here. It's like down there more.
That is a total circle. It just doesn't look like it because it's like chunked out of a mountain, but you can tell.
Yeah, like it's
Wow.
weird.
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth, man. Hollow Earth. One day
gonna
we'll
go
do
right
a
back
whole
to it.
podcast of
Yes.
all of Hollow Earth.
We'll get all our research together. And
Yes.
We'll have like our little shit together, and we will actually do an episode about Hollow Earth.
We'll do
'Cause
about
I am
Hollow
now
Earth and sinkholes.
in it and like
In it to win it.
completely invested on like learning more about these fucking things. Like, what a trip.
Like, I
what?
wish that they would make like a better movie about like Hollow Earth, because they do have a couple, but they're kind of
Are there?
joke movies. Like like one has Dwayne the Rock, or the other one has like Will Ferrell, and I'm like, can we get a serious Hollow Earth movie, please?
Like real ideas, or at least real, like, especially if it's like a movie, you know, we're going in with actors, whatever. Give us something that's like kind of has some taste to it, some flavor,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah.
Like the movie Kong Skull, like Skull, like Skull Island kind of touched on like Hollow Earth, and then in the second Kong movie, they like figure out that Kong is actually from like Hollow Earth, and he's actually from like in the Earth, and it's like another dimension, and blah blah
Right.
blah, and space is different in the Hollow Earth, and like that's as serious as I've ever seen like anyone talk about like Hollow Earth ever.
I remember this now when it was first brought up about Hollow Earth and how everyone was bringing up Kong, and I was confused about what y'all were talking about. And Sneak was there, and I was like, I didn't get it. So now that it's all kind of coming full circle now. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Because back then you didn't know anything about like Hollow Earth like as the thing. But now
A little tiny baby in Hollow Earth knowledge.
now you're full blown
Now I'm
like
a
Hollow
teenager.
Earther.
Yeah, I'm learning still. I'd like to learn more. I'm most fascinated, like you just said, right now at this moment. Why are the sinkholes, which this isn't Hollow Earth, but why are the sinkholes perfectly circle?
Why are they perfectly circle?
Why?
Like it just
Like,
it's
what makes that
weird.
happen?
It's weird and like caves are weird too. Like caves and like sinkholes, like they're so sus. And like you know how a while ago we were talking about the Ogopogo and the Loch Ness monster and your
Tessie.
yeah
Yeah.
like Tahoe Tessie, like a couple weeks ago I found a TikTok talking about Ogopogo, and
Oh,
they're
how
saying
funny.
that they're saying that there's caves in the Okanagan that they haven't really like explored much, and they think like the Ogopogo way back like in the day was one of those dinosaurs with like the really long neck and the fat body and little fins, you know, the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
They
oh, yeah.
think it was that guy, and then he went into a cave and like eventually died, but like
Do you
no
think
one's
there would still be evidence of it?
I don't know, but no one's explored caves like in at the like the like Okanagan, because apparently it used to be linked, like there used to be a path to to the sea, and then over time it closed up, and then it like that's what they think, that the Ogopogo came in, got stuck, and then like just hung out in caves and would occasionally like do its thing.
I wonder if they needed air, because I know that, right, some underwater caves should have air pockets, right?
Oh, maybe. Oh my God, maybe.
So I wonder if they would survive.
Yeah. I'm sure it's dead now. Like it's been like long gone.
I mean,
But
yeah,
still.
assumably, but like, look at China's sinkhole and this ancient forest. What other species are down there that have been extinct? So, which we're not going to know, but
We'll
so
never
I mean,
know.
more than likely the thing's probably extinct. It's gone. We're never going to see it. But it would be really cool to think about that it was just chilling. I've never heard of it, but I would assume that there are underwater caves in Tahoe, but honestly,
I'm sure
I
there
don't
is.
know if a lot of people have even like really explored a whole like bottom of Tahoe,
Because no one's gonna care.
it's so fucking cold. No, people
too.
are curious about Tahoe for sure.
Then
I don't know,
get fucking
but
teams on it.
but like they have UC Davis doing a bunch of their tests with like weather
What?
and lake clarity and all that jazz. With
Why
the
don't they
lake.
send down like a little
Like a
sea
submarine,
drone,
right?
Like a sea drone, exactly, a
And, like,
submarine or
I
something.
don't know. And then I think there might be footage of someone who has before, but like I don't think they've done all of it. And I'd be curious to see
It's
like
kind of sus.
you know
Like,
what's going on.
what are they trying to hide?
Yeah.
Like maybe they're hiding that like all of our
Or-
sea creatures or our lake monsters are actually the same thing, and it's just traveling through like tunnels
Tunnel system.
of Hollow Earth.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be amazing if like every single
Imagine.
one, like your Tessie and like the Ogopogo and Loch Ness, were literally all the same thing, and he
Yeah,
just
they just had
traveled
different
through
names.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Which like I've heard that that's also like a theory of just the water monsters we all have heard of. They're all
I
like
have heard
the
there
same
are
thing.
tunnels
Yeah.
in Tahoe, so
It's so weird that like no one wants to explore tunnels. Like I would like if I had the money, I would like go explore that tunnel or explore the whole lake and
Get in
find a
there.
tunnel and like just
Right?
go.
There's this tunnel which I know now. Well, I knew once I grew up a little bit older, but there was a tunnel next to my beach, right? Growing up,
Yeah.
not my beach, but the local public beach. And I always wanted to go in it all the
Yeah,
way.
of course.
And I never went all the way because it started to smell. And I want to say there was like, um, I think you came because we eventually went far enough to where I think there was like a gate or like bar system, like kind of deal, like
Uh-huh.
that stopped you from going further. But we tried as kids.
That's
It's just funny you say that
sus.
because you're like, oh, I would go explore that shit, and I'm like, well, I totally get where you're coming from because like
Why is there a
I would
gate?
have done the same thing, you know.
Why are they
It wasn't
keeping
a
people
gate. It
out?
was just well, and now I know what that whole system is. It's just for the water runoff because I see once I got older, like to teenage years,
Yeah.
I saw where it was going, but
Yeah.
it is going into the property where the Godfather um, wedding scene with the boat explosion happens. It's at that property,
Okay.
which the Kaiser estate, which does have like history potentially with like Frank Sinatra and stuff, kind of deal. So like
Hmm.
maybe it's related, you know? Maybe it's related. Maybe there were weird tunnels too. I didn't notice anything else. I was a kid. I just figured, okay, red light, turn around and go. Plus it smelled really bad and I just didn't really like feel like being in there anymore. But it was like I definitely attempted it. So
Yeah.
like I see like why not? And nowadays you can just chuck a freaking drone in one of them baddies. Like,
Yeah.
if you're that weirded out by it, or even a RC car,
Yeah.
right?
Probably.
Like, why not? Get an amphibious drone that can fly
Yeah.
and be on land and water.
Yeah. Like, there's probably stuff like that.
Like, are they gonna go into this sinkhole and fucking
They fucking
see
better.
what's in there in Chile? So,
Probably not. Like, if it's close to a mine, they're probably just going to cover it up and be like, it's nothing. It's just something to do with the mine. But why is it so circular?
oh, I just looked at it. I just looked up why that happened as a thing. So, why the heck is it so round? Holes often occur when the dissolution of bedrock results in a surface depression that collects water. As the depression gathers more water, the water leaks downward and eats away at more bedrock, catalyzing its further dissolution. So, it doesn't make any sense to
That
me.
doesn't help why it's so circular.
That didn't help me, but that was a Vanity Fair article.
Oh.
That's weird. Wasn't expecting that to be
Why
from
is Vanity
Vanity Fair,
Fair
but let
writing
me look
that?
more. And actually, they're talking about the one in Chile that you showed the first picture of with the buildings inside the
Yeah.
town.
Like,
Okay,
buildings were cut off.
okay, so why the heck is it so round? That's all it says. This is what I just read out loud. Eventually, a vertical circular hole forms. Okay, so holes often occur when dissolution of bedrock results in a surface depression that collects water. Okay, collects water. Thank you. Um, Eventually, a vertical circular hole forms straight through the bedrock. So, no matter what, it's just naturally creates a circular form and creates the hole, which pulls it down and sinks it into what?
Into what? Where's it going?
Where?
Like,
Yeah, okay, there's a mine there, but is it in the mine? Did it go in the mine?
I just looked up where is the largest sinkhole once again in China, but it looks like it's like an underwater sinkhole. Like, look at the picture I have up here. Like, that's huge, and it says it's over
Ew.
2,100 or 2,100 feet. Located in Fenji Count of Chongqing Municipal. But like, that's terrifying.
I would not have my boat over that.
Like, there's a Meg in there. Okay, there's a megalodon in there hanging out. Like, that's terrifying. Look how dark that is.
Ew.
I hate it.
That's real?
That's real,
Ah.
dude.
That is upsetting.
I need like an underwater drone, okay? And then I'm gonna win the lottery, and I'm gonna go exploring all these water caves, okay? Jordan, that's not my life goal to explore these water caves.
Like, I'm tripping.
That's not
'Cause
cool.
it's just suddenly a hole. Like, where is it going? So this person, in the Vanity Fair article, the person asked, where did all the material that used to be inside the hole go?
Yeah.
This is a hysterical answer, in my opinion. Most of it is eroded and washed to the bottom of the hole long before the final collapse into an open hole. When the hole opens, the surface material simply drops to the bottom
But the bottom what?
of the hole because everything else before it
It
has
doesn't
apparently eroded
don't
and
like
created
it.
its own hole.
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all. So it's just creating holes under the surface. Like, I would understand it, for example, if there was a tree, okay,
Okay.
and the tree was rotting, okay, or the tree was victim to a forest fire, okay, and it essentially is rotting away and it creates a hole like that.
Makes sense.
Makes sense because a tree is no longer in its physical form. It's gone. The hole is now there. You cover it up. Boom, you fall in. I get it. I don't understand, especially like this one, where it's like just in a mountain.
I don't accept
What
it.
about the ancient motherfucking forest of shit we've never fucking seen before?
Yeah.
Chilling in there.
Chilling, growing in the dark.
Are we gonna address that?
Are we gonna like go explore a little bit? Like, I
No.
need answers. I need answers of what they find. And like, apparently there's like other caves in there leading elsewhere. Like,
So
what?
Minecraft. I can't.
Yeah, like that would be a cave that in Minecraft I would just go down and get lost for days.
Yeah. You're just going.
But I'd
That's what
also
it-
be like terrified of finding like an ancient giant bug or something that's extremely poisonous, or a huge snake or
God.
something. Like, but
Oh, a snake would be
but
gnarly.
like you said, we have drones. Send a fucking drone.
Put them in there.
Why did this have to happen in China, where we're not gonna get anything if there's something there? Like, the more they don't like actually like talk about it and give us like more like information, the more I'm like, they're hiding shit. You know?
Yeah.
Because if there's nothing there, then just tell us there's nothing there and show us some pretty pictures and be done with it.
So, sinkholes that capture drainage can hold it in large limestone caves. So apparently there are caves under these sinkholes we're unaware of. These caves may drain into tributaries of larger rivers. The formation of sinkholes involves natural processes of erosion or gradual removal of slightly soluble bedrock, which as limestone, by percolating water like coffee, essentially, right? Water through coffee.
Yeah.
Collapse of a cave roof or a low. That's like a nice image to have. When you
Yeah.
think of it, you know? Or a lowering of the water table. Sinkholes often form through the process of suffusion, which is basically when sinkholes are formed. So, for example, groundwater may dissolve the carbonate cement holding the sandstone particles together and then carry away the lax particles, gradually forming a void. I think that's sketch. and they can happen anywhere.
Yeah, like a few years ago, not like I don't know how long ago, but I remember there was a sinkhole in Saskatoon somewhere, I believe. Like it
Was
would
it
just
big?
um like it wasn't like huge like this, but like like I think it swallowed a truck or something like that. Like there's
No, that's intense.
like it's not sinkhole. Like we have uh like potholes like all the time. So
Yeah,
it's like
same,
not
same. I guess those are mini sinkholes in a way when you think about it,
yeah,
right?
like
It's a big one. Oh my gosh, that's a good size. Oh my God, can you imagine
can you imagine fucking driving? Like
being that person?
I'd feel really stupid if like that was already there and I like drove into it. So,
I mean, yeah, I'd
the
feel
city of
pretty dumb
Saskatoon
too,
continues
but
to deal with the issue of sinkholes throughout the city. First, a sinkhole opened on 23rd in early April. Later, one swallowed a car near Preston Avenue and Adelaide Street. So, this was this year, I think. April time. Look at that.
dang,
Fucking look.
spring, right when it's just like wet and sloppy.
Like, to be fair, Saskatoon gets like terrible. I'm a potholes. My sister once destroyed
yeah.
her car tire because she wasn't paying any attention, and she just drove into it. The tire just exploded.
No.
And like I'm just sitting there going, how did you not fucking see that? And she's like, I just didn't see it. And I'm like, Alicia, like it was a huge fucking pothole. Like, yeah. So then we had to pull like him into this like parking lot, and we had to call our dad. And then my dad came, and then we were kind of parked, not really in a parking stall, like kind of off to the side because we're panicking because we're young and stupid. And then like
Sure.
this truck showed up, and he's like, I got it back like into that like dock there. And then I said, we're nowhere near it. Just park. Like we're not
Go.
blocking you. Oh, like oh man, like we're clearly not gonna move. and then like my dad's like. like my dad's like, I'm so proud of you for yelling at that man. Because like, fuck off. But yeah, like Jesus, but Saskatoon, like just because we don't like the harsh like the winters, all
Yeah.
the salt, the city doesn't like fill like potholes properly. They don't take care of the roads. It's just shit.
We get a lot of potholes too, but we just had a new gas line put in. It's a huge project that I think is still going on a different side of the lake, but it involved repaving the road, so we don't have as bad of potholes now.
Ooh.
But that will not last forever. 'Cause
Give it like a year or two.
that's essentially, not to bring it there, but I'm bringing there just for a tad bit. That's essentially how I got in my car accident. Was I hit a pothole
Oh.
and lost control
Oh shit.
in the snow because it was like it was in the road, but like on the white line. I don't know how. I forget how.
Yeah.
I think you guys have white. You guys have yellow lines too.
We have yellow lines and shit like that. Yeah.
Just like us. Okay. Because some places just have white lines. Because
Yeah.
just white. Anyway, so yeah. But so potholes are gnarly.
Yeah.
They're just like mini sinkholes, really.
Really, they are.
When you think about it, unless you're like in the dead of winter and your plow takes a chunk out of the road, and that's totally different. That creates the pothole. But typically,
Or like
It's weather.
Like your city for whatever reason decides to like cut out a big old square and doesn't fill it for like a fucking year for whatever reason.
why?
And then it gets filled with snow, and then when they plow it, it gets uncovered again, and then it rains and it gets uncovered again. But we're not gonna fill this fucking square. They're just gonna take out a big old square on the fucking road. Like they did that all the fucking time.
Why?
I don't know. It made me rage every
Maybe-
time because I'm like, why did you cut this square out of the fucking road?
budget. They realized they didn't have a budget. They started it and then couldn't finish.
But
like
several times.
What the heck?
several times throughout the city.
Why start the project, you guys?
I don't know. It just it
Oh,
was so
man.
dumb. It's so stupid when they did that shit. I don't know why they did it.
I don't like it.
No, me neither. It was so infuriating. Oh, a White Claw.
Yes.
What flavor is it?
A watermelon. Kona picked it up for me on this way
Fuck
home.
yeah,
Like, oh,
watermelon.
thanks.
It's so nice of him.
So nice. Yeah. Potholes can suck it. It's funny. I'm sure you can relate to this. Like driving home from work or whatever, and you if you're a local, you know where every pothole is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And you know where how to avoid it.
No.
The whole time. Does Chelly want a booze?
I'm good. The booze
Got
I
her
want
Wawta.
isn't in the fridge because I keep forgetting to put it in the fridge.
Just chilling out there, room temperature.
Yeah.
He's not ready for it.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Oh man.
But I will say, since we moved here, there's been no potholes at all because it doesn't get as cold. Yeah, they don't throw down salt even when they probably should throw down some salt.
Or
And
even just like sand or whatever.
and I'm pretty sure they have a bigger budget to fix the road.
Yeah, it sounds like your Saskatoon didn't have
Even
a
though
big
they need
budget for that or something.
the funniest thing is with in Lloyd minister it is where the border of Saskatchewan and Alberta is, and when you're driving through and you're still on the Sask side, it's all bumpy and rattly and noisy, and as soon as you've across that line, it's butter, just smooth sailing, no rumbling, no nothing, and we're like, goddamn.
Literally California and Nevada. Literally California. This is a great ride. I swear my car's shocks are new. Get to Nevada.
Nothing. It's so quiet. It's silent. It's lovely.
It's so weird. It's like, come on.
It's the worst. But here, they don't really I don't think we've ever had ever really seen a pothole here yet.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm all for it
mean,
because they suck.
I wish that was the way everywhere.
Seriously,
I wish everywhere had budgets properly put down to benefit everyone the way that a city does, or because most cities have, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of them have their shit together in that way, like Vancouver, where it's
yeah
not shit,
exactly, and
well put together, quick fixes.
I don't know when this went down, but a couple years ago, this farmer in this small town was like, I'm gonna do something about this really bad hole in town. So he made up his own little slur of cement and dirt and rocks and shit, and he did it. He filled it up, and they're like, take it out, and he's like, you weren't gonna fix it. I fixed it. And they're like, you need to take it out. And he's like, then fix it.
Just fix it.
Just fix it. But no,
I'm tired of breaking my car on this hole.
They threatened to sue him and stuff. So he's like, fine, I'll rip it all out.
Could you imagine? Would you keep it in or rip it out?
Well, I would try and get
You
the
get
rest.
sued?
The rest of town should have backed me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
true.
feel. The rest of town should have backed me up.
True. That's fair.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I would have taken it out because I don't want to get sued.
That's fair. Yeah, being sued is
Not fun, I'm assuming. Stressful.
sketchy, I assume. I've never been, but
I've never been sued.
Scary. No, thank you.
Scary law stuff. No, thank you.
Yeah. So Sinkholes, bad roads. So that was kind of something fun we wanted to talk about. We'll eventually dive in. I'd like to actually read more into Hollow Earth a little bit and stuff as well. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the deep dive.
yeah. Another funny little thing, I guess. Let me see. I don't know, which one should I do? It's kind of silly. I'll do this one. I'll throw the link in chat. Basically, this story is about a man who drove a mile in reverse to break a Guinness World Record. I thought that was kind of cool.
A mile.
He beat I know, full mile.
Full mile, jeez.
He did it in a Corvette. And the previous record, excuse my children, they
That's
are
okay.
very high on energy.
They're
so
having
you
fun.
might hear
It's
some
okay.
Squeals in the background.
They're not fighting.
No fights right now. But oh my gosh, are they siblings? The previous record was 97.2 seconds, which is a minute and a half,
yeah.
mind you. That's
Yeah.
kind of a long time.
Yeah.
But it is reverse. So I guess there's only one gear and
Yeah.
one speed.
I guess,
And it's
yeah.
reversed. So anyways, that was just kind of funny. And the new guy managed a mile in a 75.18 seconds. So a little over. It was like a minute and 15 seconds or so.
Like how do you train for that? Like I know like with these Guinness World Record holders, they like some people train for shit. Like do you just go? Just hope for the best?
I don't know. Bean breaks his own record with 4.14-inch mouth gape.
What?
Like,
Ew, I hate that. Like what if like your like mouth got stuck? That would hurt so bad.
oh my god, like your jaw, dude.
Yeah, like your tongue or something cramps up. Like that's the worst.
Man paddles 38 miles down the Missouri River in a hollowed out pumpkin for his 60th birthday.
Happy birthday.
38 miles?
Jesus, why?
What in the world? Anyways, so there's some of the headlines there about Guinness World Records. Another fun little news thing I saw that was very American. In Texas, there was an alligator hiding under somebody's big old lifted Ford truck. So they squealed and called Popo, and the Popo called a tow truck driver to move this alligator into another truck to get it back into like the wild, which I thought was hilarious because I was like, first of all,
I'm not taking that call.
I not taking back. First of all, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing that.
Fuck that. Fuck alligator. Second of all, the alligator was 12 foot.
Wow.
12 feet long. So it was pretty long.
That's big. That's a
big
big
fatty.
fucker.
Second of all, it's huge, and I just thought it was hysterical that it had to be picked up by a tow truck. It's just all the like levels to get this fucking animal out of there. Just made me laugh, so I wanted to share that too. I don't know. Today I decided to look up some weird. I literally typed odd current events, like current whatever, and these were the ones that popped up. The last one that I'll share. It's kind of gross, but they discovered a bison, an Ice Age bison, back in 1979.
Oh. Oh, so this isn't
researchers-
recent.
But I think it is. I think it is. I think someone else was just nibbling on it. I'm not joking.
Like they held it for a certain amount of years and then they're like, you know what, guys? Let's
read the
munch
story.
this. Yeah, let's read the.
Okay. So in 1979, researchers unearthed the mummified body of a 55,000-year-old steppe. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but it's spelled Steppe, bison in the Alaskan tundra, shortly after they sliced off a piece of its neck to eat. Oh, here's a news story told in rhyme. So I guess this must have been back then. But it's weird because down at the end it mentioned something about a podcaster, so I'm confused on that. So maybe someone else just rewrote the story, but this is not a traditional story. Not many names or dates, so don't worry. It's also not incredibly timely, but it's about an Ice Age steppe bison and a man whose thought process defies me. Let's start with the creature lived more than 55,000 years ago, was brought to his knees by a lion ancestor foe. Down went the bison on permafrost ground, which kept him from being eaten or found. Neither predator nor man disturbed the behemoth mass as it remained encased in a protective frozen glass. Leaping forward to 1979, a team of explorers venture out to mine. Gold is what they are on the lookout for, on the spot where the bison hit the floor. With the hydraulic mine hose, they melted away some frozen sludge. Still someone said, "Whoa, stop, hey!" They reported their findings to University of Alaska Fairbanks officials. Dale Guthrie led the excavation, limiting interstitials. What? Interstitials. The skeleton, the skin, the muscles, all in the near impeccable condition. Guthrie named it Babe, then sliced off a piece for a culinary mission. "You know what we can do?" he asked. "Host a dinner party with cooking the meat. I'll be tasked." The Blue Babe neck steak served 8 with veggies and spices and lots of booze they ate. Years later, writing about the taste, Guthrie said, "When thawed, one could mistake the aroma for beef, not unpleasantly earthy. But once in the mouth, his wife, Mary Lee Guthrie, told podcasters from Gimlet it was worse than beef jerky. Still, it was a great party, she fondly remembered. A dreamy symbolism of the meal that endured. It was a feast, by all accounts a true celebration. An imagining of the human experience on Earth," she said with elation. So that's the story of Blue Babe. And I think it's fucked up that they ate his mummified meat. Just saying.
Okay,
It
Dr.
bothers
Zeus.
me. So yes, this happened in 2000 or 1979, but this article itself was just recently written August 26th, 2022. So
I
don't really get it, but it's still interesting.
That's such a weird urge, but I kind of get it to like eat the meat because wouldn't you be a bit like curious?
No.
No, you won't. What if like they found like a mummified dinosaur? Like, wouldn't you kind of be like, I wonder what that meat tastes like?
No, that shit's
No?
been mummified.
Mummified is good.
There's no salt.
You don't know?
Oh no, I'm not like that. Have you ever had pig's feet in a jar?
Fuck no.
Yeah. Like, why would I eat a mummified fucking animal if I'm not going to eat a pig's foot?
Because pigs are nasty. I don't know.
So is that fucking mummified whatever it is.
I don't know. It just, I kind of get the urge.
Feel.
I kind of understand the urge, but would I do it?
You
Probably
do.
not. I kind of get it.
I can kind of imagine it. Like, I can imagine maybe doing it, but like at the same time, I just know I'd be like, no. Maybe I'd lick it. Like, you know?
But you won't eat it. You'll just lick it.
Taste it.
Give it a little tasty taste.
Don't want to chew it. I don't want it in my teeth. I'll feel like that'd be in my teeth forever. And I had just been eating like this animal that died a terrible death.
Yeah.
It has literally been dead for 55,000 years.
That's crazy.
Like, that is so long ago. Anyways.
That is so long ago. But like the concept of like animals like being a unmummified. Just it's such a strange thought that that's even like possible. Like as the story just said, it like if died on like frozen ground, so then that helped it mummify. Like that's weird.
Yeah, it never had like okay. Let's bring it back to Lake Tahoe real quick because or any really deep cold lake,
Yeah,
if you were to drop a body in it of any sort, human, other animal, whatever, it died, you put it in there, you'd have to have it be something to make it sink too, obviously.
yeah,
So a weight. It would be preserved.
it's crazy.
So it like I don't know. It makes sense, but I don't know. Would you eat it, Jordan? Would you eat mummified meat?
What's that? Sorry, you broke up there.
Oh, would you eat mummified meat, Jordan?
Oh,
That's what I was just gonna ask.
I think about
Because,
it. I would eat it.
I mean, if it was your last thing to eat, sure, I guess I would try it if I was in like a survival situation.
But are you like the type that wants to eat like would like to try out like eating a kangaroo and like alligator meat, or you want to stick to like the normal meats?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
I tried
mean,
alligator once because in Saskatoon there was one place that sold it, and then at this like food festival they have like like a lot of these places like sign up and they serve like little portions of food, and they were
sure.
serving it, and I tried it and it tastes like
Tastes like chicken.
I can't remember. I think it tastes more like fish than anything else.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But like it was
I mean,
decent.
maybe, but God, I'm so weird. I'm so a weird texture person. I don't know.
But what if it's like a normal texture and like you
I
just
might
don't
not
give it
ma-
a chance?
You're right. You're right. You know, that's very fair because for the longest time I would never eat escargot. I will
Uh
eat the shit out of that now.
yeah.
So I shouldn't be that picky. I think it's just like knowing if I know what it is. Like I'd feel terrible eating a kangaroo. Why?
But they're assholes.
Why would I feel terrible eating one though?
Well,
Doesn't make sense. I eat
yeah.
chicken and
You eat
cow and
yeah, you eat
pork.
everything else, so why not
You
a
know?
kangaroo?
Exactly. That's why I'm asking like out loud to all of us, like, why is that the case? You know, that like that bothers me to eat kangaroo. Like it even bothers me to eat like for some reason it like oddly bothers me to like eat a different kind of bird
Really?
sometimes. Like I can eat a Cornish game hen, they're delicious. But it's like weird that it's not chicken.
But like you wouldn't like eat like duck or goose or something like that.
I like duck actually. No, duck is okay. I've never had goose.
I don't know. I'm just throwing
Duck,
it out there.
no, duck's great. Thanks for bringing that up because I forgot that I had duck. My mom and I kind of got in a kick there for a couple years in a row where we were having duck. We would add duck to the meal for Christmas or Thanksgiving, one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like an orange like marmalade sauce on it. It was
Yeah.
delicious.
Ooh.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I'm weird. Like I've never had bear, and that would weird me out. But you
Really?
can totally eat it.
I think that
Yeah.
would be interesting. Like we
And
had
I've
moose once, but we cooked it way wrong. Way wrong. Like we tried to like you're supposed to cook it like in a stew essentially and let the meat get soft. We didn't know that, so we
tenderize the meat.
like we ate it like as pieces of meat, and we're like, this is so tough. We can't even chew this thing.
Right. I don't like I've like one meat that I don't like that I've tried is deer. I don't like deer. I don't like venison very much.
Mm.
But I see why people might like it. It's just got a weird flavor to it.
don't
Maybe
think
that's
I've
a
ever had
flavor
deer.
you are supposed to taste with meat, you know, but I'm not used to it. I have had rabbit before.
Yeah.
I had a rabbit stew in England when I was visiting there when I was younger, and that was delicious. trying to think of anything else that's like.
Why do people get so like weirded out by like horse meat? Like, there's always like a joke with like
that weirds me out?
a cooking show, and like they're like, there's always like a rumor, like, oh, like there's always like a episode of a cooking show of like, oh, they're serving like horse meat, like that happened on like Bob's Bob's Burgers. But my first response is, so who cares if it's horse meat? Like, why is that a big deal?
I wonder if horse meat is good.
I don't know. I think it just tastes like normal meat ground up, but like it's always like a controversial thing because I think they legalized horse meat somewhere a couple like years ago or a few years ago, and it was a big thing going. People were super like against it, and I'm just like, but why? It's just meat. Like, you eat deer, you eat other creatures, but
You eat a damn cow. I mean,
You eat a cow.
I get where you're coming from for sure.
like, I don't
It
know
weirds
why.
me out just because I guess I have been so trained to not think of it as food.
Exactly. So it's how
Just
we're
like
trained
dogs.
as it. Yeah.
In China, they eat dogs, and that fucks me up. Like, I'm
Not
not okay with
everywhere.
that. Not in everywhere.
It's
but
one town still that
one
actually
town
does
still.
that.
Doesn't matter. They do it, and it fucks me up. Okay. I shouldn't say all of China. I definitely generalized that, and I apologize.
That's okay.
But
It's fucked up though.
I'm scarred from a video I saw.
Yeah. I'm sure I've seen
Of
plenty
that
of
shit.
videos. Yeah.
And I didn't want to. I'm never going back. I was like, wait, why did I keep watching? I don't know. Because I'm a human.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting. And like, whatever. To each their own in their country. Some people think we're fucking crazy for eating cow. Like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Or pig. A lot
Or
of people are
pig.
weirded out by pigs.
So like, I get it, but it's still. I'm one of those people who gets weird because literally, I have been accustomed to only eating my 3, and other ones too, but like,
Yeah, but,
only
you
eating
know.
the main ones.
Yeah, the main okay ones, you know?
Because it's just, I don't know, it's just weird to me. I couldn't imagine like just slaughtering a horse to eat it, but then again, I'd rather eat the horse than it go to waste. But then again, I'm like, well, no, bury it properly. You get what I'm saying?
But it's a horse.
That's where my brain
yeah,
goes.
Yeah, I totally get
But
you.
it's your pet, but it's not your pet.
But
So
like
what-
a
I mean,
cow
I
could
don't
also
know.
be like your pet, but you're still gonna eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
A chicken could be like your pet,
Chicken,
but you might
too.
eat it still. I don't know. It's weird our thoughts on things to eat, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you have a farm and like slaughter your own animals?
Oh, probably not. No.
No.
No, I would get too attached to all of them.
Yeah, same. And I think that's what happens to me before I can even try to eat the meat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Like, the meat's got to be like done. Like, it's got to be ready to go. You can't
It
have any of
sucks.
the process.
Well, yeah, and it sucks because like I know how all the meat that I get from the grocery store, I know the process in which they go through to get to where I take it home and cook it. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's way worse than if I was to have my own cow and slaughter it, right?
Yeah.
Way worse, honestly. But for some reason, I find comfort in knowing that I haven't bonded with said animal and then ate it. Whereas people who are hunters in one of the land find that the magical and significant part of having that animal and bond by giving the food to the human. And it fucks me up a little bit,
Rather not.
you know?
Yeah, I get you. I would rather just like go to the store, pick up the meat. Don't think
Pick
about
up what I need.
all the process.
Better be on sale. Anyways, so no, I've never had horse meat, but
No, same.
I don't know if I'd be able to have it. It's so hard. I guess, and I've also never like bonded with a cow.
No?
I've never bonded with a pig. And I've never bonded with a chicken. I'm not a big bird fan. I mean, I can
No.
tolerate them now in my older, like kind of mom years now, especially because I don't want to show a huge amount of fear with my kids. I
You
want
don't
them to
want to
be
teach
open-minded and
them to be
like,
scared of birds.
yeah, and I want them to be open-minded and I myself am saving fucking spiders, like telling Conan not to kill spiders because the next day the fucking spider caught this nasty bug and ate it. I watched it. I filmed it. It was amazing. And I was just like, this is why we're keeping the fucking spider.
Fuck no. Kill that shit.
But it's just like they're gone now. It's like winter's coming. So they
Yeah.
and they go off and do their own anyways. I got I'm so
Where does
weird. I'm
spider
so
go in the
conflicted.
winter?
Typically they come inside, right? But okay, you did your deed. There's nothing coming in through the windows. You can go find a safe space in a tree is what I mean by that. Like I make them
Oh.
but I'd say mostly spiders try to find like warm, cozy places to go chill, which is probably inside people's homes or in a tree, maybe. I don't know. Underground?
If you think about it, if they come inside, like that's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, where did all the rest of them go? Maybe they
It's kind of like sharks and
hibernate?
like the baby sharks. We
Baby
need to learn
sharks.
where spiders go during like wintertime now.
I need to know.
But yeah, where do spiders
do
go during the
spiders-
winter? Because they all can't like come inside.
Outdoor spiders in the winter, when it's cold, some spider species go through a process of cold hardening. To survive the winter beyond the chemical transformation in their bodies, many spiders seek shelter in piles of rocks, leaves, or wood. Once
Oh.
snuggled up, spiders enter a slow down state called diapause. That is interesting.
Well, damn.
So they do come back.
They do
I-
like kind of go to sleep.
Kind of had this vision that maybe they just laid a bunch of eggs and those eggs kind of froze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And they probably died, like the actual spider, because it's like they're not in their little sack. It's like just a spider, right?
Yeah, I feel
and
that.
then all the eggs hatched or something. That was my vision for this whole thing. I had no idea spiders were like that.
No, me neither.
Wow.
See, we learned something new today.
All the things. I mean, yeah, we're really going at it today.
Sinkholes, spiders,
honestly,
whatever else we were talking about.
World records and alligators and shit. I don't even remember anymore. But now spiders. Yeah, what a trip. Huh. So there's that too. And
Crazy.
yeah. Spiders, baby
Spider.
sharks,
Baby sharks and
horse
spiders.
meat.
And horse meat.
So I had a would you rather kind of that I came up with today because I didn't get to sit down and watch the movie entirely, but I did put it on and watch bits and pieces of it of Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Oh yeah?
Because on Disney Plus they have these really cute like under 5 minute like short films of Baby Groot,
Yeah.
and have you seen any of them?
No.
Oh, okay, well they're great.
They're
I highly
great.
recommend.
I bet they're great.
They're really funny. And so I decided to put on Grown Up Groot because, that's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, which is like one of the
And-
best like movies of the franchise, I feel. It's so fucking
Actually,
good.
kind of like I didn't hate Chris Pratt. in that
No,
movie. It
Chris
was
is
pretty good.
great in those movies.
Yes.
Star-Lord's,
Um,
just love the whole cast.
Yeah.
Just love them. I love those movies.
So I was thinking about it, and I was like, that'd be a good would you rather. And my would you rather was, if you were to
Sorry,
make.
Your mic is breaking up in my ears for some reason, but maybe it's just my headset.
Is it
being
still
stupid.
going?
I don't know. You'll have to keep talking. It's
Okay.
probably on my end, but let's go again.
Hold on. Just in case. I don't know. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Cool.
But I don't know. Sometimes
I
it
don't know.
helps. But my would you rather was if you had a choice to make one of these worlds a reality and live in them, which one would it be? Guardians of the Galaxy, Game of Thrones, or Walking Dead? I know.
Who's choosing Walking Dead?
I want to know.
I'm
Not
not
me.
picking.
I just was thinking about it.
I'm not picking Walking Dead because that's fucking stressful.
Right?
Game of Thrones
Yeah,
is
I agree.
stressful as well.
But so is Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, watching that shit, like, don't fuck with anybody, but it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, it's like just fly around in space and just kind of like
Yeah.
chill. Like I wouldn't do it anything crazy. I would just kind of fly around space and just chill and probably just live a normal life. But yeah, I'm not picking Walking Dead because hell no.
Super sketch.
Super sketch. Like we just started I'm watching finally the final season of The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Like we're on like episode like 2 of it.
Very good.
Yeah,
I love it.
we caught up on Fear the Walking Dead, which was like quite good. Quite good. I've grown to like it. And we also caught up on that like the Worlds Beyond, which is like they only had like 2 seasons, so that's done. We also did the Walking Dead tales of the Walking Dead, which was pretty boring in my opinion. I didn't like it.
That sucks.
It's because like the only one that was like really good was like episode 1 is because that one had Terry Crews, which like anything Terry Crews is in is like golden. Don't care. Like
Fair.
I'll watch it.
Fair.
I don't care.
I agree.
But the other ones, I'm like, I don't know who you all are. You're all pretty stupid. I don't like you guys.
Yeah,
I don't like
this all
these stories.
sucks.
Like the first and second one were good because like the first one, as I said, and then the second one was like a weird like they were stuck like in this like time loop, and it was like Groundhog Day, and it's like zombie apocalypse. They got it was just really fun. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
And then so now we're watching the final season of The Walking Dead.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
Maggie, fuck Maggie. I hate Maggie so
At
much.
this point.
I've always hated Maggie. Honestly,
Really? She was one of my favorites in the beginning.
I liked her on the farm, and then she got
She's so
pregnant,
pretty.
and then she like did everything to put her life at risk. And I'm like, bitch, you're pregnant. Can you please kind of be careful a little bit? But no, she just kept doing dumb shit. And I'm like, Glenn, could you like control your wife, please? And not gonna happen. And I'm like, and then at that point was when I started to really like dislike her, because I'm like, you're just being stupid for the sake of being stupid, and I don't understand why. And then what happens to Glenn, you know. And then she just gets like all Maggie, and then now she's back and just extra Maggie, and I'm like, oh fuck Maggie.
Now they're thinking about making a movie, right?
This was from years ago. They were gonna make 3 movies, but this is like pre-COVID, pre-everything. So I don't know what the plan is now.
Fair.
Because everything was put on hold for so friggin' long. I don't know what the plans are, and I'm not gonna actually like search it up yet until we finish it, because I'm like, if I look something up now, there's gonna be spoilers.
Yeah.
So
you're not ready.
So once we're done, I'll Google what's happening with the movies or the specials or whatever they're gonna do.
Sure.
But yeah.
Makes
But
sense.
anyways, but Game of Thrones, like, if you're in the Game of Thrones world, that doesn't necessarily mean you're part of like the major houses. You could just be some farmer just living your life in the Game of Thrones world.
Just living back in those days with dragons flying around.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, it's not the worst world to be stuck in.
I think I'm diving in. I think if I was to pick one out of the 3,
Yeah.
I would go way less futuristic with Guardians of the Galaxy, because that kind of freaks me out with like, you know, AI and humans and the whole interconnecting world. I'd prefer to have like a peaceful, natural,
But the Guardians, you
scary
could technically
world
live on Earth.
You could,
Because
but
Earth does exist.
I don't know. I think I'd like that old-timey Game of Thrones world, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you want to be
Like you just
somebody
said, a
in
little
Game
farmland?
of... Yeah, you'd want to be in like a little farmer
All
or something.
peace and quiet, my own little own little land, my, animal. Sell the queen some butter.
Got some
Be
butter.
like,
That's your goal, Game of Thrones, selling butter. The butter
I
seller.
don't know. I mean, it would kind of suck because it would smell pretty bad. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, at least you'd be like showering and like being modern in that way. So that would
Yeah.
be kind of actually kind of worth it too, though.
Yeah. But like
But I
with
love the
you'll
idea of Game of
get used to
Thrones.
be
It's just so
smelly.
precious.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But it's obviously terrifying and scary, but it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask,
Something
even though I
precious
think
about
I
it.
know the answer is no. Have you watched House of Dragons yet?
No,
Oh
not
man,
yet.
it's so
We'll
fucking
get there
good, dude.
eventually.
Holy shit, it's so good.
I've heard they're really good.
And
I'm trying not to
every
look at too much.
every week the memes just kill me. The memes are so fucking funny every week.
Yes.
I just
I'm
die.
so glad that they are doing something good
Yeah, people are loving
with
it.
an extension of Game of Thrones. Because, you know, as a fan and how disappointed, like, I still watched it all.
Yeah. I'll probably
I
watch
was
it again one
definitely
day.
disappointed. I was definitely disappointed on that last few episodes of that last season. That's for sure. Last season all around, but
I feel like if they
um,
explained a bit more of like her personality, like I'm a Danny's personality, a lot of people wouldn't have been as mad.
yeah, because a lot of people didn't
See,
read or
didn't
pay
see the
attention
clues
or
of her going crazy.
they didn't know her history. Like they weren't paying attention to the
No.
story.
They were just
You
like,
know?
oh, she's so badass. And I'm like, if you like look a little deeper into this shit, and like her family were all telling her like, once you go back, the people will be so happy to see you. And no one was like giving a shit that she was back, which pissed her off because she was told her whole life that people were like whispering and like wanting them back and
They're
like
back.
there was nothing. And of course she's gonna be pissed about it and burn down the fucking city.
Seriously.
But
You
then
guys should be bowing down to me.
there was a TikTok I saw that explained it quite well. Like every time she gained like a power in that show, she destroyed something. Like when she freed the slaves, she destroyed all of the masters. When she gained like the horse rider war like army guys, I can't remember their names.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember their name either.
She destroyed their main like town. She's done it the whole way through the show, and yet you're still surprised that she destroyed him.
And you're still shocked?
King's Landing. Like they were just mad that in their imagination what they wanted didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like it was done poorly. The last two
Yes.
seasons were done poorly.
Awful.
I'm not
Oh,
I'm not making excuses for that. I'm just saying that there were signs that she was gonna do
Terrible.
that.
terrible.
Terrible.
Ugh.
Ridiculous. But yeah, as
Ugh.
soon as you get on that game, on that like that House of Dragons, you let me know, and we will discuss House of Dragons.
I'm down. I'm down.
It's
for
so
sure.
good. Like
For sure.
it's everything I needed. I needed some Game of Thrones. I missed it so much.
It's just, I want it really bad, so we'll have to talk to Kona. He brought it up the other day. So I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
is he
all
ready?
right.
Because I know like
And that HBO.
he was the most butt hurt out of like
Yeah.
you two about it.
Oh yeah, he refused to watch it.
But
I
the
had to
good
sit
thing
there
is
on my old phone and watch it by myself.
the
My
good
screen
thing
was
is
tiny.
like the new show the writers of the previous show have nothing to do with it.
Well, yeah, they fucked up.
Their hands are
Dude.
not in this
Yeah.
at all, and thank God.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Piece of shit.
Terrible. Well, and you know why?
Oh yeah, I'm so happy that they lost everything. It
They
like
lost everything they were looking for.
it brings so much joy to my heart
Ugh.
that they lost it all because they rushed it and they're like, well,
idiots.
well, like you guys did a bad job, so why would we want you to do this?
Oh, so bad.
Karma, bitch.
Karma. So, yeah, we'll definitely get on that train soon. I'll talk to Kona about it tonight too and see if maybe we can get that
Yes.
going. We off topic of the show. Oh, well, you didn't choose. You didn't choose. Pick one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Walking Dead. Because I didn't want to dive off something and then like not be rude and you not choose. So go ahead and choose which one you think you might have if you had the chance to make one of these three worlds
My home.
a reality in your home. Because they're all
Guardians,
fictional, right? So
I'm gonna say Guardians because
Guardians. Of
it's
the
not
Galaxy,
just one
alright?
world. Like you can go to different planets.
true.
You can do what you want to do. Like, yeah, Guardians. I'm
I
picking
like it.
Guardians.
I like it. That's a good one. A good one. That's tough. It was kind of tough.
Yeah,
It's like peaceful Game of Thrones.
The
or
Walking
it's like-
Dead is like an easy no. Easy no to Walking Dead.
I mean, if you were up for an adventure, like I could see how someone who might want to like be in an apocalypse situation for fun,
But
go see if they could survive. But
with The Walking Dead, with one of their spin-off shows, there there was an end credit scene. I don't know if you're big into Walking Dead. Do you really watch Walking
I
Dead?
was really okay. So I was really into it.
It just I don't want to spoil it unless you
Until-
want to know.
I don't care. I'm gonna put it that way. But I watched it until Glenn died, and I couldn't watch it anymore because he was one of my favorite characters, and it was really hard for me to move on from that. And I lost a lot of interest.
Yeah, I feel
Just
that.
was like, I just felt like everyone I'm gonna love, just like Game of Thrones, is gonna go away.
Pretty much.
And I just it hurt too much. That was like I cried.
Yeah,
I fucking cried when Glenn died.
it was shocking.
I was shocked. Oh my god! Like that show just really hit you in the feelers, man.
So then, like I just asked, just to make sure I wasn't
Yes.
spoiling something that you were interested in.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So
Go ahead. Sorry.
Worlds Beyond a Walking Dead in season 2 in the last episode of that they have a end credit scene type of thing, and then in season 1 that doctor scientist guy, like they met up with this scientist guy. It was like way back in season 1. He appears again in this spin-off show, but it's like just a kind of like a Zoom talking thing where he was talking about something to this person. So we find out that the zombies apparently started in France,
Really?
and the French ones are intense fucking zombies. Because it starts off with this woman I'm watching back this clip, and this guy shows up and they're speaking French and there's subtitles, blah 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 blah, and this guy shoots her, she dies, she comes back really fucking fast. First of all, she turned fast, and then the guy leaves and closes them at this door. She turns around as if she knows where this guy went, and fucking jogs/runs to the door.
No.
And I'm like,
No.
is there going to be a spinoff of French people and it's going to be like running zombies?
No.
Holy
I
shit.
don't like running zombies.
I don't like running zombies either, but
broken.
when we watched this, we were like,
Oh my god. That's
we
stressful.
watched it back 3 times, just going, did she run? Did she run to that door? Did she know to go to that door? Because by the time she turned, he was gone. And she ran to that door and was pounding on the door. And I'm like,
Ugh.
oh my lord, is Walking Dead gonna introduce scary zombies now?
No.
Yeah.
I tried to watch the very first episode of fucking Walking Dead by myself before. I need a buddy. A
Yeah.
little bitch. Because that shit fucking stresses me out. It's not even the first episode. It's not even that scary, but I still get stressed out by it.
I remember
don't know why.
when I first saw it, my dad was like, you gotta watch this show, because he watched it when he was on the road. He bought season 1, because whenever he goes on the road, he would buy seasons of shows and then just binge watch it. And then he came home and he's like, Chelsea, sit down, we're gonna watch The Walking Dead. And, and I'm like, oh, do I have to watch The Walking Dead? It's this new show about zombies. I don't really want to. And he's like, no, you're off of school, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch it. And I'm like, I was hooked. I was
love
like,
that.
oh my God. But it was scary. Like
That's
at
the
first,
first episode with the little girl.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It was such a shock to the system, kind of, you know?
This is on TV.
This on television,
That's kind of like how I felt.
they're like eating each other's necks and like,
excuse me?
yeah, yeah.
This isn't just on HBO? You know, like honestly, like that was that kind of show that like kind of broke TV in that way of like gore. I'm sure there were other ones before that, but that's the one for me that really hit me hard. Just like you're saying, like you can't, and you don't want to put it down. You want the next episode right away. And it was a little bit before we had immediate response like we do now.
Oh yeah, like there was no binging back
there was
then.
no
like
streaming services.
Like you had to wait. Like wait till it was fully done and then buy the discs and then binge it, and hopefully during that time there's no spoilers. But the funny thing is that The Walking Dead, because back in the day when it was like the hype of everything, like there'd be spoilers immediately. Everyone that I know who used to be like a mega fan, they don't watch it, so I get no spoilers because no one gives a shit about this show now.
Interesting.
I get nothing. No spoilers whatsoever.
What's made you want to watch all the side shows? Just because you've become a dedicated fan in that way, or just
it's just something that we would do. Like like when Fear came out, it was like, ooh, exciting, a spin-off. How exciting. But then I found it hard. I found it hard to start because we were already like so far ahead, like in The Walking Dead. And now we're starting back from scratch of watching people figure out how to live in the zombie world.
Yeah, that's gotta be hard.
And like watch them be super loud and yell and do loud things, and I'm like, shut the fuck up! You gotta be quiet, guys. But like that's because we've been watching The Walking Dead, and Fear the Walking Dead took me quite a while to actually like start enjoying. And then they killed off one of the best characters in the goddamn show, which I still will never forgive them for that. But then they also did a like both shows actually did a mega time jump. So then both shows are now synced. And because Morgan, who was in The Walking Dead, switched shows. He left The Walking Dead and joined Fear the Walking Dead.
He was the one with the stick,
he was a stupid guy with a stick that's like, I don't want to kill people. Let's kill everyone. Don't kill people. Let's kill them all. Don't kill people. Like he was that guy. That pissed me off. But then he's way better in Fear the Walking Dead, because in Fear the Walking Dead, in the last 2 seasons, they introduced nukes.
Oh.
Which to me was like, holy shit, did they just blow up a fucking nuke? And yeah, they exploded a nuke. And now they don't just have to deal with a nuke. They need to deal with like a zombie. And now the zombies are infected with nuclear like stuff. So you can't shoot them or else they explode. And I'm like, damn, this is like what the show fucking needs. Nuclear zombies.
I mean, it's because, let's be real, that's something you need to, if the zombie apocalypse ever did kick in, that'd be something you would need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nuclear bombs.
Well, like, to be fair, like this nuclear one, like they set it off because there was some crazy guy that was like, let's set off the nukes. And then there's like, everyone's like, don't set off the nukes. And he's like, no, it's fine. Then they set off the nukes.
Anyways?
Yeah,
oh
they
find
I feel like they're going to end it and not finish off the circle people, because I still have many questions about these advanced circle people. I got many questions. What's up. Like, they're just so advanced.
How many seasons are there past Glenn dying?
Okay.
Probably quite a few, right?
What season? Walking Dead. Glenn. Does Glenn die in Walking Dead? Glenn dies in season 7. How many seasons of 11. Walking? There's 11. So not like, that's like 7 seasons. No, 5. 5. Math.
4 seasons.
Math difficulties. Not good at math. Don't ask me.
Being a cashier really helped there for a while, doing really small math like that.
That's what
For
the
me.
like the calculator system's for. Like if they handed me cash and I put in, oh, they gave me $20 and they're like, oh, I have like 5 cents. I'll be like, no, too late. I can't figure that out. You're
Getting
getting
your 95.
you're getting the change that you're getting because you should have
That's
given me
it.
that before.
That
Now
you get no more.
I shut people down if they try and give me like extra change like after I punch in going, no, I can't do that.
So funny.
I can't mental math at all. That's not a skill I have.
Yeah, no, not
No.
happening.
No, not happening. No, thank you.
I can't. I have a hard time with. No, I'm not. I can't do fractions.
Oh,
I can't.
no.
I can do really simple adding, subtracting,
Basic.
some division,
Mentally.
and some multiplication mentally.
Mentally. No,
That's it.
it's not a skill I have. Like teachers would get mad going, "Don't count on your fingers." And I'm like, "Why not?"
I would just tap like this on the table instead,
Oh, same. I'd find sneaky ways to do it. And
or
then
under it, or on my thigh.
because apparently it's not good and I'm like I don't give a shit. When I'm old, I'm going to be
Not
counting
good,
with
it's
my
good for
fingers
me.
too.
And my toes. So suck it.
Yeah. You were going to
Walking
spin
good.
off into another topic after I decided what world to live in. You don't remember anymore?
But that's okay.
Oh, I'm
because-
sorry.
No, I had way more fun going on where we went. But I do have a would you rather, unless you have
Ooh.
one.
Mine's like just kind of dumb, so you go first.
Okay. These are ones that I've had for a while because we've had like hit and miss would you rather moments lately.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of them are kind of intense, in my opinion. 'Cause it
Oh.
involves. Well, no. Anyways, okay. So I'm just gonna go into it. Would you rather have the police hunting you for a murder you didn't commit, or a psychopathic clown hunting you? Yeah, that's why I was like a little tense. I don't know. I saw that on this this website, and I was like, I'll give it a try, I guess, and see what we think.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that clown thing because I immediately think of a few years ago when like those clowns were like roaming around in like on the states. Do you remember that?
Ew.
Do you remember
Kind
that?
of, yes, yes.
I always think about those clowns. I always think about that because that was such a wild time in my brain. I'm like, that'd be
Did they hurt
terrifying.
people?
They chased people and maybe they beat up a couple people, but they didn't murder anybody. I think they were just scaring people. But that was like a few years ago. I can't
Creepy.
remember.
I mean, it sucks because like the idea of a clown's makeup and stuff is really pretty. Like I think a lot of like the vibrant colors are like pretty. I have a fear of clowns, so like I really don't like clowns.
My sister doesn't like clowns.
I like just. I'm grateful I'm never around them to know how I'm going to react if I see one in person. I could probably keep myself together, but
Yeah.
I really am not a fan. I'm not a fan of anything that's like, if it's not Halloween and you're dressed up like the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus,
You're a fucking weirdo.
fucking whatever. Don't touch me, first
Yeah.
of all. Okay? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I have a big red light that says, don't fucking come near me, don't touch me. That's that. My kids are going to be the same way, I can tell. Maybe not John.
No?
Ella for sure. Gonna be like, don't fucking come near me. Break out, panic. Yeah, I can see it now. Anyways, yeah, clowns are sus.
Clowns are sus. And Jordan picks the psycho clown. Like, why? Why are you picking the psycho clown? That sounds horrible.
I mean, I don't know if I'd want the police coming after me either, but I could prove myself innocent with DNA.
Unless they want you to be the person and you're just their scapegoat and they're going to hide everything and then you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, but DNA.
They can hide it. You don't need to try to
I
convince
mean, it's
them.
true.
True, and that's... But, like, if I didn't do it, then I didn't do it.
Who made that? Ella made that?
What'd you make? Show the stream.
Are you serious?
What? Look at her. Engineer. Is it like a boat?
It's like a
It's like a diving
to me,
board,
it's
kind
like
of.
a spaceship almost too. She's got the little daddy guy.
Nice.
Oh, she made a rocket. That's what Kona's saying.
Ah. Very good, Ella. Very good.
Yo, wait. Will you hand me the binder of John's artwork? I think it's over there. You guys have to see his family portrait.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Okay, so I've been making this little binder of John's artwork from school. So here's his very first one.
Beautiful. Stunning.
And it's looking just fantastic.
It's
I died laughing and
like a
almost started
pool.
crying because I was like, Mikey babies at school. Like, that's the kind of tears, like,
Yeah.
of pride because I'm like, this is so funny. Like, he's so weird. I love it. Anyways, here's this first little painting thing.
Oh my god.
Nice smudge world, right?
Love it. Like a dragon.
Here's John's self-portrait.
That's terrifying, but okay.
Yes. Right?
Why is he green?
I don't know. He always wearing a green shirt
Oh.
and brown pants, but his naked body is green.
Ah.
Eyes in the right place.
But he did put his eyes in the right place.
Damn, look
and
at that.
He put his
Picasso.
nose there. And he did write his name with a pencil. I'll give him that. And then this is the family portrait.
True skill. True skill. Picasso, my friend. You got an artist on your hand there.
And here's our family tree.
Wonderful. Great. True skill. True skill.
I love it, dude. I'm like, oh my God. It's making me laugh because, okay, so the family tree, the hand is supposed to be like the tree, right?
Oh.
My kid's the only one that like has it sideways
Yeah.
with all the leaves like kind of growing off of it in like a weird way. Like,
Yeah.
all the other kids, not I shouldn't say all the other kids, but the other artwork that I saw, they were like a tree trunk and then the hand and then like some like leaves kind of popping up. And my kids, it's like, oh,
Nah.
my tree is on the ground.
It's
And
fallen
it's growing
over.
leaves. Like, it just made me laugh. I love it. Anyways, so there's that. Yeah, what would you pick? The police or the psycho clown?
Is a psycho clown chasing me to kill me or like just chasing me? I
Well,
can't.
it's
I can't
hunting
remember.
you, so I'm going to assume since it's hunting, it's trying to kill you.
I think with the police, because if I'm innocent, I'm innocent, and like I'll hope for the best for this justice system.
I kind of agree because at least I'd be like
Protected.
in a home with meals, central to work, maybe. Depending on like, they might put unless they put me in solitude, then I'm only out for like an hour a day, and that
But,
would
like,
be pretty brutal.
You're like jumping ahead. Like you can still like come out as like on top, like innocent. You don't have to go to jail, right?
But the only way they could do that is if they could prove that I wasn't there through DNA, and you said they could hide it.
You never
So
know.
I'm
They
on
could.
I'm on this trip that they've hidden my DNA.
And they try to blame
They've
you on
hidden
something.
the DNA of the crime scene. I am the one that they are blaming, and it's over. My life is over. I'm in solitary confinement, and all appeals have struck. Not even Alfred's plea.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still going with the police, and maybe they're not hiding my DNA. Because, like, a killer clown, like, no thank you. No thank you.
I mean,
I'm good.
unless you're well equipped to defend yourself,
I'm not.
which you could hypothetically be.
Like, to be
You
fair,
know.
like, we do have guns here, so.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
I'm sure. I don't know immediate. I know where I could get a gun from someone's house right now, but I don't.
but you gotta
own-
make
I don't-
it.
I don't know where are directly around me. I don't know. I don't know where to get a gun. I'd be beating the fucking thing up with a fucking
Meat hammer.
Shovel handle. Look at like that's like I do with the bears.
Sick 'em on the bears.
So there's that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to deal with the stress of like killer clowns trying to get me. Like that sounds horrible. Nah.
I think I'm with you. I think I said that from the beginning too. I think I'd rather try to prove myself innocent than deal with
And Jordan wants to deal with the
defending
fucking
myself with the
clowns.
clown. I'm not like I'm a pretty strong person. Like physically, I'm pretty fucking strong. Okay, but I have hit some things in my life that I've come to find I've grown a bit weaker. I wouldn't be able to fucking defend myself quite like I would want to defend myself against a clown. I'm not unless someone was like, yeah, here's a machine gun or some crazy shit. 'Cause I
A
don't know my guns,
machete.
but something, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like if okay, we're gonna go there right now. Like if you were to grab something that was like a weapon around you right now, what would you use to attack the fucking clown with? I mean, I guess
I got scissors.
She's got scissors. I technically could plug in a saw real quick that I have like right over here, and just. But
Why do you have a
that'd be
saw
awkward.
sitting there?
Well, because Kona brought it inside. Because when I do my project, I usually have it outside, but he brought it inside because it rained for like 4 days straight.
Speaking
so.
of the project, when are we gonna get like a showing, a sneak peek?
Showing up. Well, I have to.
I don't know.
I have to finish 7 more of the pieces, and then I'm gonna show off that part. Probably.
And what's your plans? What you planning to do with the pieces?
Okay, so I'm making soap,
Yeah.
but I'm making it with my own mold.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Right. So I'm personally hand making each bar of soap.
That's crazy.
Technically, is how it would be portrayed because I'm making the inverted version of the mold
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on. And because it rained for like 3 or 4 days, I want to say 4.5 days even. I haven't been able to work on it because I can't do the saw stuff inside the house because of sawdust. So I've been kind of stuck with this project just chilling. But I have 7 more little pieces to make, which they take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
bet.
don't want to fuck it up. And then I'm pretty new still with Dremels and saws and like rotor saws.
Yeah.
I'm learning all the lingo and stuff. But it's really fun to like do it. It's a fun project to get into. I'm excited.
And where do you
But-
plan on selling them? Like, do you plan on like making it like Etsy account or something?
We're definitely gonna. I've been talking to Kona because like he's definitely more my admin guy. I'd love for him to be like kind of my manager and like sales rep because that's kind of what he does for his job now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a business name going. We're going to maybe find an online type store to sell them once we get a supply going. I'm going to do samples as well because I want to get other sizes too. So I'm gonna have to make some bigger sizes on top of what I have because right now I'm doing like hotel sized soaps. So they're not super thick, they're not super big, they're pretty small ish.
Yeah.
Not tiny, but you know, like a credit card size.
Yeah.
Give or take.
A good
but
hand
thicker,
size,
but
you know?
thicker. Yeah. And what I want to do is with the cleaning business, I'm gonna help my mom a little bit with that too. And then Kona and I want to extend it and do our own. We want to have that be an added touch to our business and have there be, because that's where you would exclusively be able to get them unless we have like a, online store or whatever. But then it would be like kind of exclusive at that point. But I want to like figure out how. I don't know. I got to figure out how to do all of that. That's why I need his help because I'm just not smart enough to like do all that. I want to like craft it and make it, and I need someone to help me get it out there. But I'm trying to think of a good name, and I think I have a
That's
couple
hard.
good ones.
Yeah.
That's really hard. That's a big challenge.
Yeah, because like, do you want to put like your name into it? Is it not going to
No.
be your name at all? Is it going to just
No,
be like?
but do you want to have the name of like what it's based off in it
Yeah.
too, because it is based off of my hometown. I will say that. So
But what if
it's
you
not a
like
super
expand
secret, but
into like making different like molds for different like things?
so that's my thing is like, yeah, that's a good point. Do I want to make different molds or do I keep it just based on this specific area? Like that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, there are like four economies to this lake area. There's the West Shore, the North Shore, the East Shore kind of is blended in with a little bit of the North and the South Shore, and then there's South Shore. South Shore is the biggest thriving side because it's got the main massive casinos and it's like kind of like a city down there. It's not really a city, but it's like a city for the area.
Yeah.
And so like it could go big with all four areas, you know? And you could make special like I'm just starting my first mold. Like there is so much more that can go with this if I can really get it going, like really fucking get it going. I'm staring at it, it's sitting on my bed, like looking at me like, yeah, you talking about me? And like, hey, I'm talking about you. I haven't touched you in a little bit, you know. So just and perfecting it too, making sure that
Exactly.
they're all nice and smooth and having the right design and everything. But I think I like the name that I've come up with so far.
Ooh, I can't
And
wait.
yeah, but the original one that I had, I'll say it because I'm not going to use it, was Tahoe Glow. I don't like it. And
No.
so I chose not to do that. Yeah. I don't like it. But I like what I'll write it in our Discord so you can
Yeah.
see because I like that.
Like
But
it is always like for instance like I changed like my cross stitching business, if you want to call it. I changed
yeah.
its name a couple of like last year, the year before, something like that. I changed
Yeah.
it because like my original plan was like I was going to do a bunch of crafts. So then it was called Nerdy Crafts by Chelly, which is quite long anyways. And I didn't do any other crafts. I only cross stitched.
Like I'm only cross stitching.
I'm only cross stitching. So I thought about it for long and hard. Like fuck, I thought about it. Then finally, I did plenty plenty of stitches because I'm like I'm
Love
not
it.
I'm not doing anything else. I'm cross stitching,
Yeah.
and then I'm like I've always like thought about like making like scrunchies or something, but like
Oh.
which still kind of falls into the brand because I'm still like
Stitching. Yeah,
sewing
keeping.
when doing
Yeah.
stitches, so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
kind of counts still. I
It
feel,
actually goes really well. Yeah.
but like yeah, so it's okay to like have a name and then over a couple years be like, you know what, I fucking hate that
We
name.
need to be something else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I totally agree. And I think it's unless the name is exactly what it needs to be and it sticks and you've gone through with it, then good for you. But like I think in the beginning of business starting and things like that, it's okay to kind of manipulate it a little bit to fit the right way.
Yeah.
And for me, my name is like I'm just gonna whatever. I want to say Suds Up Tahoe. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
that's
you
so
know,
cute.
I liked it. I don't know. And
I
then
love it.
if it's a cleaning business too, it's all the same.
Yeah, I love it.
So it's
And like
interchangeable.
every cleaning
So,
house can like leave little samples in the houses. It's so cute. I love it.
big plans going on here. So
Love
I've been like kind of just working on that a lot. It's kind of why I've been like radio silent a little bit too. Oh,
Oh no,
uh,
that was me.
I was like, oh no, my shit's broken. A little bit in life, just in general, and so just in general for my existence, I've just been trying to like, because I don't want to work for anyone else anymore. Like the business I work for now is potentially being sold. Like
Yeah.
they've talked to me about it, but and basically cut out my days on Sundays. So I'm just like, all
Oh,
right,
that's
I'm just
shitty.
gonna keep focusing. Yeah, my last Sunday was this last Sunday, and I'm just like, they're gonna be out of business soon, but there's a chance I might still be able to work for them because one of the houses they have on the property will be private and they're gonna keep it. The rest of the
Oh.
units will be sold, and they want to use that as like a vacation spot, so I could still use that as a source of income as well, which I probably honestly would make more just cleaning that one spot
Yeah.
been working there because I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to do it by hour. I would want to do it by the house, which would be more
Exactly.
money. So, anyways, not about me and my business stuff, but that's like my life lately is like
I love it.
being a mom, getting my kid to school, trying to do that, and then also trying to like get a business started. And I'm like really intimidated by it because
Yeah.
I'm
It's a pretty
the
big deal.
everlasting child, like a gobstopper, but I am the everlasting child. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm scared to grow, grow up sometimes.
You
Like,
could always like just kind of start off like I don't know if your town has like craft shows or like a farmers market. You could always like kind of dabble there.
yeah, absolutely.
But
I
then
mean,
like
they
you
only do
kind
it
of
in
need
the
to
off season, but
be careful because then people might try and steal your whole
and
brand.
that did kind of become an issue when I first started this project
Yeah.
back in 2015.
Yeah, you kind of
I
mentioned to
was
me
working on
earlier.
it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Some bitch stole it.
she tried. She tried really hard to do well, and she didn't succeed. And it made me feel good that she didn't succeed. And the shittiest part is I had just gotten in my accident when she tried. After my accident is when she started making them and
That's
doing
so
it.
shitty. And like
And
another thing
yeah.
another thing I
What?
have to say too is like you know how like you're saying like you're trying to like perfect it. Like it probably would take a lot of time to get to the standard that you want to be at versus like where you're starting out. Like for instance like my cross stitches from like earlier on. I look back and I'm like, oh, that looks so bad. Why did anyone buy that shit? Like all of the X's are like in different directions. It looks, I've used the wrong colors. I could have used different color patterns. Like
Yeah.
there's always someone that's gonna buy it, but like looking back now, I'm just like I want to like remake that stuff and send it to them, going, "I'm so sorry that you bought my shitty product that I started with."
Product. Thanks for supporting my novice skills. Like, I've never worked with wood before, and I've got dents in these pieces of wood. But like, just like you said, sometimes you just got to go for it, and you're just gonna
go.
only get better through
Exactly.
time to perfect it. So,
And like over time, you're gonna be like, "Oh, what if I do this?" And then you do it, and you're like, "Fuck, that's like easier and better." And like, the first couple tries are gonna be like, good, but like you're gonna be like, "Oh, they could be better," but don't beat yourself up about it.
yeah, I'm trying not to, but I'm like proud of myself because my dad's been giving me a lot because he's a carpenter, so he's been
Yeah.
giving me a lot of like tools and stuff. And he was actually really bummed because he wanted to give me this one saw called a rotor saw, and I ended up like kind of he takes his time doing stuff sometimes, so I kind of got a little like antsy and just went and bought my own.
Look at you!
Because
That's
it
so
wasn't that
cool.
expensive. It was like $30, and I was like, "That's so worth it." Because I was expecting something like this to be like over 100, which I wouldn't have paid for.
Yeah. I would assume it'd
So I
be
was
like
like,
$80, something like that.
yeah. I was like, okay, Amazon, I see you.
Damn, Amazon.
And it helped do like whatever, but then he gave me like this little Dremel saw, which is I'll show you real quick. It's this little guy.
Show me everything.
This is the Dremel, and
Ooh.
you take this little piece out, and this is like my dad's from like might even been my dad's dad, I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of really old tools, and it's like very special to me because it was from my opa, and he like built hella buildings up here, and like it's just I don't know, it's history a little bit. Just, like, touching these old fucking tools. I don't know, it's cool. This is the Dremel, and my dad gave me this little bit for it that required little sanding papers, so you can have like little sand. Tiny little sandpaper rolls. Anyways, I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. But I use these to like sand up the little pieces and stuff. It's pretty neat. It's a lot of fun. I don't know.
So with the molds, do you like make like like you have a piece of wood, like is it going through the wood, or like are you making like a Okay, yeah, it's
right
what
now
I'm
I have
envisioning.
a 1/4 inch right now because my dad's kind of been helping me with this vision as well because he knows wood. So I'll show you what I'll show you what, since we're on it. I'm doing it.
We're on it. I'll do it.
I want to show you what I've got so far.
Yeah.
I need to make a few more Tahoes, and then I need to glue them onto the wood so they don't float.
Yeah.
Because I did a tester in a plastic container and didn't think about that and didn't account for them wood floating because wood floats, duh. And they floated, and then there was air bubbles underneath. And so there were like
Oh.
giant bubbles, but they did turn out, and it did like that. You could have, it could have soap in it. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so kind of big, but my dad made this like box thing that I'm gonna be able to pour the silicone in.
Mm-hmm.
Not box, but like this like ledge type deal. So
Okay.
basically, I need to make 7 more of these because I don't want them to be too close or too far away. And they're like little Tahoes, and they're,
Yeah.
about the size of a credit card. And so I need to make 7 more, and then I'm going to glue them down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pour a silicone rubber mold on this on a
Oh, I
flat
see.
surface. And then when it's done drying, I'll probably give it about 2 days at least.
Oh,
Probably.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, and then I'll peel it out, and then I'll put that on a flat surface, and I'll be able to pour the soap into the holes that these have created.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool.
It's just time consuming because the actual I'll wait for her because I don't think she can hear me. I was just gonna say it's time consuming because the actual Dremel like drilling of each Tahoe takes a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then a lot of the time I'm doing them while like the kids are running around the backyard, and now that time, well, I think it's supposed to be nice for another week, so I'll have some time to finish it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, that time's coming to a close because I didn't really like have all the material until about a month and a half ago to do all of this. So I'm like, ah! So I'm trying to, now I'm like in a race of the weather so I can get the wood part of it done,
Yeah.
and everything else I can do inside because the rest of it's not messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
That's
one of my
so
little projects I'm
cool.
working on. It's exciting. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's a lot of fun. So it's been a blast, and I've been using dust off to like blow away all my sawdust, and Cody's like, we need to get you a compressor, like an air compressor to blow everything. And I'm like, I would love an air compressor. Anyways. Now power tools. I'm like, yes.
All the power tools, give me it all.
I love it. It's so much fun.
That's good.
I mean, it's a little scary working with saws, though.
Yeah, but
I nicked myself a little with the Dremel on my hand, and I like mentioned it to my dad. It was no big deal. I was like, whatever. It was like a cat scratch. If
Yeah.
less. He's like, this is why we need to get you the cover so you don't hurt yourself, because he has cut his tips of his ring finger and his middle finger off on a table saw.
wow,
day.
ouch.
So he's a little like worried that I'm gonna fuck myself up, but
Yeah,
I have
probably.
very like small tools, thankfully. Nothing.
Yeah.
He did give me a skill saw, so I'm gonna try to rebuild our little front deck eventually too. But I got that approved from our landlord. He's like, yeah, because it's like a shit show. It's a shitty deck. So, anyways, I'm the woodworker now in the family, and I'm like,
There you go.
or my little family. It's really funny. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's my. I'm excited because I
so
haven't really
exciting.
talked about it with anyone because the last time
Yeah.
I got excited and it got shit on.
Yeah.
My idea didn't get shit on. It got taken and shit on.
Yeah.
It was nothing I would have had it be. So, and this is nothing I had it then even. So it's really come a long way already. So it'll be a fun experiment to dive into.
Yeah.
I'm already diving into it. It's just I'm curious to see how the actual soaps come out.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
So with the
intense part.
soap part, are you gonna get like pre-made soap that like you have to melt, or are you gonna get like that other shit where you have to like mix shit in and be careful because it has like chemicals and shit and don't breathe that in type of stuff, or are you gonna get just the melty stuff for now?
Well, I just recently bought some of the melty stuff because I want a vision for myself.
Yeah,
but
you
then
wanna
again,
test it.
like, yeah, and like, do I want like the thick goat milk, essentially. Not goat milk, but do
Yeah,
I
but
want the
like
thick,
they make
like
it
you
with
said, the chemical based lye?
lye. Yeah, that's it, lye.
Yes,
But you got to be
lye, I think.
careful with lye.
And
I've heard
Kona's
some
like,
scary
so you're going to be
things.
making your own soap? And I'm like, no. Like, honestly, maybe one day.
Yeah,
But
test it
to
out
start it off, I
first.
have a vision of just melting like glycerin soap because I want the soap to be almost like a see-through blue or like
Yeah,
turquoise color because of the lake itself.
yeah.
But it would be fun to experiment with that one day when I had proper facilities to do so. Like I don't really have like
No.
a space to create that kind of soap right now, but it would
Yeah,
be cool to experiment with it one day.
yeah,
That's for sure. For now, I'd start with what I could do at home,
yeah,
which would be the melty stuff, and then I'd get some pretty straightforward scents, and
yeah,
then you can get some really simple dye too for soap
yeah.
too that doesn't dye your skin that you can put in. So I was kind of going on that, and I was also thinking because these are a good size for a lot of wax melt like trays.
Ooh.
Um, shit, man, I went to Walmart once and they had those little things of like wax melts
Yeah,
for 10 cents a piece.
yeah.
Like you could literally go to craft store, like you could just look for clearance for any of those and like just do little little wax melts and
Little
it'd be
candles.
cool,
Also, you can make little candles.
Yeah, or little candles, exactly. So lots of things going on, lots of ideas.
That's
And
exciting.
yeah, I'm excited.
That's
I really
good.
want it's something I've been dreaming of for years now, and I finally feel like I
Yeah.
have an opportunity to like really make it go. So I'm hoping it actually all works out. But
Do it.
yeah, I'm excited. It's like you and like dedicating your time to making all of your cross stitching
Ugh,
or
yes.
stitches for this convention, and like it's such a cool goal to accomplish. I
It
love it.
is.
It's
And
so neat.
like last year I had a bunch of stuff like pre-made and then like COVID hit and then it got like super
Mm.
like what's even the point?
Yeah, I
And but
understand.
now like things are picking up again. There's more shows. I've found more shows to do and I'm just
Mm.
trying to like space out if I do this show in, in February, can I do this other show in like July? Is that enough
Yeah,
time for me to physically stitch all this shit?
that's a
Because
lot.
like there's people that go to these shows and they like I'm not gonna lie, they have it easy. They draw and they
Yeah.
print things. I'm not knocking their
Mm.
skill or nothing. I'm just saying you got it easy. You print and you sell things. But the people that
Yeah.
physically like make things,
Yeah.
it's
It's a lot of
I
work.
I wish I could just print and sell and I would go to every con that I can.
Hmm.
But that's not feasible because I'm literally the only one doing this.
Yeah, you're it.
Like Jordan's like, I'm not gonna learn this shit, and I'm like, I wasn't asking you, but
Yeah.
thanks.
Like, no.
No, because like
Don't even ask. Don't even think
because
about it.
I have a standard of my cross stitching now, and like someone new, like no, I wouldn't trust anyone else to work on my shit, you know?
That's fair.
Like
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that I'm a goofin would be happy to help if I like desperately needed help. But
Hmm.
our styles are very different, I feel. And
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's
like if
fair.
I ever find like a other like cross stitcher, I'm not threatened by them because I'm like because I found one when we were in Saskatoon and we had totally different styles. Like they outline shit. They did like
Oh.
back stitches and I'm like
Yeah.
mine are more full, you know?
Yeah.
So it was totally different like cross stitch styles. So I'm like I'm not threatened by you.
I got my own flow. You have yours, and I like mine way better. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much. But like I do wish I could do more shows. Like next year I'm gonna try to do 2 and see how that goes and maybe the year after maybe 3. But we'll see. But we'll see.
Maybe try one a quarter. Like
Yeah,
every
one a
season.
quarter, exactly. Like there's one in
Yeah.
like I'm a, my usual like February one, which is a 3-dayer, and then the one in July is a 3-dayer also, but it's at the end of the month, so I don't know if I'll be able to even do it because just work wise. And then I think maybe like November, but I'm like November's a bit cutting it close to like February, you know?
Yeah, but it's also right before Christmas.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You know? And then you're like, oh well, if you miss me now, you can always meet me in February.
Exactly. Like, but like next year I'll try out 2 shows, and then the year after I'll try out 3. Like the one show I really, really, really want to do is in like Edmonton, and it was the first con that I ever like actually like went to as like a guest, like, or like as like just a normal person. It was the first ever show I ever like drove to at all. And it was just a fun experience. And I'm like, wouldn't it be so great to like full circle and like sell at that con?
That would be great.
Yeah, like
yes, it would go. It's not the first time Full Circle has come into this podcast tonight. I love Full Circle. Yes,
Full Circle, like
Full Circle, baby.
Like I know that one's a huge risk because that's also traveling, getting a hotel.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's one of my dream ones because it's just so personal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Feel that completely.
Yeah, and then I'm hoping now because I'm working on earrings now, so hopefully they'll do good.
I love the earrings that I've seen so far.
Oh, I gotta buy backs because I didn't think about when they're selling the hooks and stuff. They don't sell the backs with the hooks, and I'm like,
oh,
that's a money grab, but like that's fine. But like, they're so fucking cute. Like they're so friggin' cute. So I'm hoping
they're gonna fly.
I'm hoping they're gonna do well because I personally love them.
I think they're gonna fly. I immediately like the little Game Boy ones.
They're so cute.
That's exactly what I would go for if I saw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
the hearts. Oh,
they're so cute. Like as of right now, I made Tetris pieces that I'm gonna make into like earrings too, and Zelda little diamonds, like the Zelda emerald things. Yeah.
Oh, great! The rupees.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm so pumped, but now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set up my table because
you're adding a new item.
I'm adding more hats instead of like 3 hats, which I usually have, and then earrings. So
the earrings are pretty easy to hang, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find like little, like maybe like a little board and put like little hooky things on them to hang them. But I need to find space on my 6-foot table and how I'm gonna do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have how much of your supply have you created so far?
The magnets, I'm at almost 100 magnets. Like I originally said, like 300, but I'm like, I'm not holding myself to 300. if I get like
that's a chunk.
That's a chunk, and then also I'm doing like earrings now, and then after I'm doing those, I'm gonna work on some more toques, which I know what patterns I'm gonna do with those, and then and then switch back to magnets, and then do some of my wall pieces that I know sell every show. So I got to make more of those patterns. I'm not gonna waste my time much with just random stuff now. Like I kind of have an idea of like what sells for that kind of stuff, but for like the toques and stuff, toques normally always sell because they're just super different
and universal to like not universal, but just the toque itself.
Yeah,
like you always need a hat.
You always need a hat,
right? And then got a precious little like
cool thing
symbol on there of like maybe a piece from one of your favorite games.
Exactly. And like someone
whatever
online gave me a great idea. It's getting little like kids toques, like baby toques.
Oh yeah.
And stitching on like baby toques. And I'm like that's
a
brilliant.
Great idea. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
so
a great idea.
not this time around, but like I'll look into like how much baby toques are.
Yeah, totally. Do it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea. Great idea. That's brilliant because, you can put anything on a kid's clothes of any sort and it looks cute no matter what.
Exactly.
Honestly. Put a damn hammer on a fucking kid's onesie and it's like, oh, that's so
yeah,
cute,
yeah.
So that's great. That's well done, person who suggested that. That's a
I
great
know.
idea.
I'm like, damn, that's a great idea. I'm going to take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Thank you. Ding,
Thank
ding.
you. But the trick is I got to find cheap kids toques because like my goal, like I don't want to spend too much on toques, which is why
Because then you have to raise the cost.
exactly. Like all of the toques I have right now are from Shein, which like they're okay, but they're a little smaller than what I feel a regular toque is, but it still fits. It's just tight.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm like, it still does the job.
It works.
It works. Like, whatever.
Are you known to have a big head or a small head?
I don't know, honestly. No one's really told me.
Like compared to Kona, I have a small head, but I feel like I have a big head.
Yeah, I
For myself.
honestly don't even know. Like, no one's ever like, Jordan, do I have a big head, small head? Because I really don't know.
Jordan.
Yeah, come on. He's probably doing something else. But yeah, like the bucket hats, an average head.
Average head.
I mean, whatever that means.
Do you have a big head, Jordan? Does Jordan have a big head or a little head?
Jordan's got a little head.
A little head.
I feel he's got a little head.
Jelly.
He's kind of like Jeff Goldblum. I feel like he has a tiny fucking head and like giant shoulders. It weirds me out if I think about it for too long. I noticed that first in Friends because he was on Friends for like a scene, and then I'm like, how small is his fucking head? Because like it looks like he's like just a shrunken head on like a giant body.
I wonder if they had shoulder pads in the shirt, maybe.
Maybe, but
maybe
like,
that era.
holy
Yeah.
shit, if he did, like,
Ooh, that's funny.
he's got a tiny head.
Oh man, that just made me laugh way too hard. I was just like cracking up because then of course you're like, Jordan's got a small head. So now I'm picturing both Jeff Goldblum and Jordan.
They're kind of similar bodies, I feel. Giants and skinny, like, you know.
Because I mean that matters too,
Mm-hmm.
size of someone's head. So
Yeah.
the toques fit Jordan's head.
I don't know. He's
Has he
never tried
tried?
it on. No. I should just put it on his head and
Yeah.
see how it fits
Yeah,
him.
test that out one of these days. Because then you'd know. I mean,
Exactly.
if you have a big head or not compared to his, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing you'll find out. And then you'll be like, oh, this is about an average size hat then. If it's loose for him and tight for you, then it's about,
It's about right, yeah.
yeah. Someone right in between would be perfect.
Yeah. Like my favorite is still these hats. These bucket hats. They're really
Yeah.
they look so good
Cute.
like when they're done.
Cute.
Like they're so fucking cute.
So cute. I love it.
But yeah, so that's my little adventure with my cross stitching, and you got your business starting up, like getting all excited about it.
Ah, it's exciting. It's scary and exciting, and it's just fun to craft kind of too, and
Yeah.
sell your crafts. I've never really done that before.
It's so fun to sell crafts,
Scary
especially
and
if it's a
fun.
busy show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing's worse than like a slow show, but when it's like a nice and flowing show, it's really fun because you talk to people, you get to know people, you kind of get like used to other people selling their stuff, and you get to learn who's who, and you all go to the same shows essentially.
Yeah, you start seeing each other and at the same shows. or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's honestly like the highlight. Like selling stuff like online is like it's good. It's a good way to make money and this and that, but like nothing beats physically going somewhere, setting up the booth, The first day
all nice.
rolls around. You're all excited. People start
Yeah.
walking around. They ask questions.
Sure.
It's the best feeling doing shows. Best feeling, like craft shows, like cons, all of that. So much fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I've been to some craft shows,
Yeah.
craft fairs.
Yeah.
I've never actually sold anything myself, so this would be fun to get into.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
You're an inspiration. Really? You work hard on your cross stitching. I think it's really awesome.
It takes so much time.
It does. But were you just holding one of your needles in your hand, by the way, not that long ago? Or
No,
what was
it's
that?
this thing
Oh,
that
okay.
I got when like I bought like this set of like pliers for my earrings, and like it came with this thing, and I don't really know what it does. It just does that. I don't know what it does.
Maybe
It's like they said
Measure
like on
something,
the
huh?
back it's like supposed to measure beads, but like why would you need to measure beads? Like why do you need to do that?
Yeah,
Like
that's weird.
just look at the bead and it's a bead.
Yeah, it's there.
Like maybe they need to measure the whole. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what. I don't know why.
My grandma was really into beading, so she'd probably know. Well, she's not now. She's kind of out of it, but she would always bead. She would do beading stuff. I wonder if she ever had anything like that. I have no idea.
I don't know. It came in like the set of like,
How
the,
interesting.
like the normal pliers,
measure
like the pointy
sizes.
stuff, and like there's like a roundy plier thing or something, and then there's like a flat nose thing, and I'm like
Sure.
just came with a bunch
You're
of
like,
stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know what all this does. It's cool though.
I just want one of those things. Thank you.
I want-
The one that I need. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, and I'll get the whole set.
Yeah. I got like a drill set with all these different drill bits for that one saw thing, and I'm like,
Well, eventually you might join,
Maybe.
like might use them.
I don't even know which one I actually even need to put in there right now, but we're gonna send it and find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
There
So
we go.
I get it. I totally get it. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
What a fun night. I've enjoyed
Yeah.
this.
Sinkholes, eating horses, aliens, Walking
Still,
Dead.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Definitely like have my brain stuck, because then I put on volume 2 after that. And I didn't like actually sit and watch, but I did get sucked into the part where, have you seen it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh yeah.
Where
Yeah.
the
yeah.
bug lady was like, "Oh, I can tell you what you're thinking."
I love her.
And fucking, because I only know about, I haven't been paying attention to names or anything, so I only know the motherfucker as Batista. All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, John, it's Batista. And I'm, like,
Batista's
all
the
freaking
best in
out.
that fucking movie.
And he's just laughing at Chris Pratt. Ah, you love her. Like,
Batista's the best. He's the best. Like, he's so funny in those movies. Like,
oh, it's so good.
Finger across the throat means death.
Good.
and also that like girl, like that bug girl. I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's so funny, and Batista and her together, just so good. But the sad thing is that their next movie, which is their third movie, is going to be the last movie of that cast.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna no longer be
that's a bummer.
like be the Guardians, and someone else is gonna be the Guardians, because apparently that's a thing with like the comic
They have to
books.
pass the torch.
They always change apparently.
That makes sense.
But I'm sad because I fucking love their movies.
maybe the next will be
Maybe, but like I just feel like
good.
the Guardians I feel came out at like kind of the perfect time, because I was feeling, and a lot of other people are kind of like, all the Marvel movies are like kind of like boring right now. Like they're all kind of the same. They're all like nothing exciting's really happening, and then boom, they came out and just changed everything. It was like a whole different like feel to the Marvel. I've said this before, Jordan. I was like feeling like
Came at the right time.
Marvel needed to do something, and the funny thing is when they announced it, everyone was like, this is gonna suck. We don't know who these guys are because like they're like a lower class of like the Marvel world, and no one really gave a shit about them. And they're
Right.
like, this movie's gonna suck. No one knows who these guys are. Blah blah blah. And then I'm like, I actually think this is gonna be pretty good. Like, I'm kind of rooting for this. And like the trailer came out, and they're like, okay, we'll give
Maybe
it a
this could be
go,
good.
but we still think it's gonna suck. And then I'm like, this looks amazing. And it was. People loved it.
I'm glad. I'm glad because it's disappointing when you're right about being disappointed about a movie
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah.
Or being excited about a movie and it ended up being shit.
Yeah.
That's always the worst too.
That's crushing. That sucks.
But I think it almost kind of sucks a little bit more when you're anticipating it to be bad and it actually is bad, and you kind of like in the back of your mind we're always going like, but what if it's good?
Yeah,
But
what if it's good?
it's good?
Yeah.
And then it's not, and you're just like,
Like I
You
was
know?
pleasantly shocked when I'm a new I'm a Predator movie came out, because I was going in going, this is gonna fucking suck, because all of the other movies suck. The Predator is a stupid franchise. Like I hated like I don't like the franchise. I think all the movies suck. But I went
Yeah.
in there and I'm like, damn, that was a great freaking movie. And I also did that with what's that plane one that just came out with Tom Cruise?
oh, Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun. I went into that movie going, fuck, I didn't like the first one. And I'm not gonna like this one. Loved it. Loved it.
Interesting.
It changed my mind. I'm like, holy shit, this is great.
I've yet to see the new one too.
It's good.
See.
If it sucked, I would be like, it sucked. But I actually thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
So
Show.
I was kind of keep getting an eye out for people to raid this evening. Just out
Yeah.
of curiosity. And I found this whole section called Animals, Aquariums, and Zoo.
What? On Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god.
We could go give a tortoise a bath with somebody. I don't know. There's a couple of people like someone has puppy rescue streams. These people must rescue dogs. It's like I'm kind of tripping. Turtles and chill. People just
Let's go hang out with some
filming their
turtles.
So anyway, yeah, I was thinking we do like one of these bits as we raid out of here.
Yeah,
There's
let's
an
go.
osprey in Australia.
You
What do you
like
think? You want to do turtles?
you pick somebody, and I'll be happy to go watch anybody with like turtles
I
or
love
puppies.
the idea of turtles and chill. So
You're
let's go there.
always
Let's
watching me.
see.
Who's always watching you, Jordan? I'm confused. Oh, puppy rescue is a bot. Oh, but they might actually have puppies.
It looks like they did.
Well, let's go say hi to puppies.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do turtles and chill. Do you
Oh,
want me to do
turtles.
puppies
No,
instead?
no. Let's go turtles. Turtles.
Okay.
Turtles.
Let me. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh yeah.
It's a cam of
I'm on their
puppies.
stream.
No
I don't.
actual
Oh yeah. I see a turtle. Okay.
I'm down for just watching
Like
some
where the
animals.
fuck are the turtles? Found the turtles.
You
We're
found the
fine.
turtles?
Yeah, it's a cam of puppies. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Love it.
Start raid.
Turtles and chill.
Yeah, I didn't know this was even a thing on Twitch, but I was just kind of perusing like we don't have anyone on our list on Wawta.
Yeah.
And I was like, what kind of IRL streams are there? And then it was like, oh, animals and aquariums and what? Oh, let's check this out. So might as well.
Yeah, why
There's
not?
135 people chilling with turtles and chill. So we're
I
gonna go
love
chill
it.
with those people. And we should be back next Wednesday, y'all. Thanks for
Yes.
hanging out with us, Jordan.
Yeah.
28th.
It's been
Yeah.
great.
Been fantastic. And yeah.
I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you Wednesday.
Wednesday on There's Jordan dancing. Oh yeah, twerk it.
Oh
Twerk it,
wow!
Jordan.
Wow, look at that.
Get it.
Well, oh, he's come back for more. No.
Oh,
What a tease.
Anyways, well, y'all have a great evening, and we will catch you Wednesday the 28th
28.
for you don't know yet.
We don't know. Who knows?
Maybe
Something.
Hello Earth, maybe something else. We'll let you know.
Yeah. Oh, we're
When you
reading
get
in
here.
6 seconds.
Bye.
Bye.